You're listening to ABC Illawarra. Look, we are going to be heading to the other end of the career spectrum and speak to someone who's been in the same job for 50 years, up very soon.
This is Lindsay McDougall on ABC Illawarra.
But first up, how long have you been at your job? We just heard Frank's wife, 40 years. How about you? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? I feel like these days, staying at the one company for your entire working career is not so common. So what about 50 years? Donald Lamb started working at Flagstaff Group in Unanderra when he was just 16 years old, only 5 years after the enterprise actually was born back in 1966. Last week, he celebrated 50 years of his career and has done so much since he first started. Donald joins me along with Flagstaff CEO Roy Rogers. Now, hello there.
Hello.
Very nice.
Hello, Lindsay. It's Roy. How are you?
Hey, Roy. Hello, Donald. Donald, congratulations.
Hello, I'm going good.
Good. How do you feel after 50 years at Flagstaff?
I feel very proud of myself, and I feel very pleased with myself that I was able to work for 50 years, and still like to see many more years to come.
Many more to come. What do you remember when you started? You're only 16. What did you do back then?
Well, we used to do those telephone components like STC. First, I've assembled some STC blocks.
I'll put
and then
phones
later
together.
On, I started soldering some STC pins.
Right. So assembling phone parts when you first started.
That's right, telephone components.
Yeah. And we've just finished you actually just finished a job right now. So what are you doing these days?
Well, these days I'm helping him paint the paper. I drive the engineering truck on Monday, Tuesday and Fridays. And I also go to the mines up at Helensburgh Wednesdays and Thursdays, up at filling up all those vending machines.
Yeah, nice. And so you're driving a truck. You were just finishing the job then?
Yeah, I did, yes.
Yeah, nice. So what is your favourite thing about working at Flagstaff?
Well, all my favourite jobs I always did was engineering.
Yep. What sort of stuff?
What about some of the things you learnt there, Don? Some of the items in engineering you used to do?
I've had to go to tech to learn how to weld, and I've also went to tech how to learn to use a lathe, a milling machine, and how to get my measurements correct. And also what I got taught how to use it when I was on the lathe is to get all my diameters spot on.
Right.
So the actual size what's needed.
Yeah. What do you do with the lathe? What sort of stuff were you cutting and getting the measurements right for?
Some of the measurements had to be 40 mils in diameter, some had to be 42, some had to be 35, and they had to be spot on.
And what were they for?
I used to make pins.
Pins?
You made pins for Blue Scope, yeah. Steel pins for Blue Scope.
So you're cutting steel?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And making brackets for the mine. So we used to weld up these little brackets for the mines as well, Lindsay.
Yeah,
he's done a lot of different things.
I have, yes.
They're really big things. Roy, Donald is your longest serving employee. What sort of dedication do you demand from your staff at Flagstaff?
Well, that they come to work every day and they're happy.
Oh.
And Don is always happy. It's always a pleasure for him to see him at work, and nothing's too much trouble for him. So as long as we've got happy people at work and want to come to work, then what else do you want? What else do you need in a job?
50 years ago, so the Flagstaff was only around for a few years before that, 55 years ago. Was it hard to kind of, get the word out about what I know you weren't there at the time, either of you, but like for Flagstaff to get the word out back in 1966 of what sort of a business it was and who they wanted to employ?
Well, at that time, no, it wasn't. It was fairly easy because I guess people with disabilities had nowhere else to go. So there was no other opportunities for a person with a disability to either learn skills or move into some form of employment. Whereas today there's lots of under NDIS, there's a lot of other opportunities for people to do other things and move into, community and social support. So Don, and we've got quite a lot of other people here that have got 20, 30, 40 years up, but Don's our 50-yearer, so he's half a century of work at Flagstaff.
The half ton. Don, are you sort of mentoring the younger people as they come through? What are you telling people when the young employees when they get to Flagstaff?
I just talk about all the jobs I used to do from the early days, and they're always quite interested to hear what I've got to say, tell them. And
Yeah.
So one of the biggest jobs that he does, Lindsay, is he goes up to the mines and he fills up the vending machines with PPE, with their gloves and goggles and things like that. And he's been doing that for a long time, for a number of years. And a few years ago, Peabody changed one of their suppliers, but one of their criteria when they changed supplier was that they had to use Don to fill up the vending machines. So that's how valued he is in the community from our customers.
That's really nice. Let's just talk this a slightly different topic, Roy. The COVID vaccine booster program officially started yesterday. Now, early priority has been given to people within the disability sector. Are many of your staff at Flagstaff up for their booster shots?
We're starting to move people into that now. Yeah, we've got about 99% of everybody at Flagstaff has their single or double jab. And, now we're just starting to go through and evaluate who is ready to have their booster shot. Yep, so that's going to be really important for us.
Awesome. Donald, congratulations, mate.
Yeah.
What's next? What are you going to do next?
Well, in the meantime, I'm just going to continue on working with Flagstaff.
Yep.
And in the meantime, I'll just continue on driving the truck for the paper, work at the mines, and if Penal Engineering happens to get any work coming in, I'd like to go back there once they get more work coming in.
Yeah.
But they went quiet for so long. And
so what did your doctor tell you about work, Don?
No, my doctor said if I'm still fit and healthy, come to work.
Of course he did. That's great.
Because it keeps him fit and healthy.
Of course it does. Was there a celebration last week, Donald? Roy, was there a celebration for the 50
Yes, there was a celebration in the lunchroom in the paper.
Yeah.
We did. We had lots of people up there.
That's right.
And we had a morning tea for him and gave him an award and a gift. And, so it's really important to us to celebrate. It's one of our values.
Yeah.
And I think last week we celebrated over 125 years of service by 4 of our employees.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. Look, Donald, it was very good to talk to you, Flagstaff's longest-serving employee.
It was very good to talk to you too as well.
Have a great week. And Roy Rogers, Flagstaff CEO as well. We'll talk to you both soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, thank you. Anytime.
Cheers.